ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to channel Y.O.B. It is a cool, cold day in Illinois. I am about to do a review while I'm walking home of the season 1 show Fallout by Amazon. I didn't complete all the episodes, but I kind of seen enough where I kind of just feel like I've gotten enough what I needed from that to kind of make my opinion. And if anybody has a problem with that, then you feel free to not like it. But either way, so I watched all the way up to episode, I believe, 5 and of the Fallout series. And my immediate takeaway is that I don't like it at all. There's good things about the show, and I know that people are going to complain, and because it's like we can't debate, we can't like argue different opinions. But I'm just talking from the heart and just give you my opinion. I'm gonna start with the good because honestly, there's more bad in my opinion than good in the show. The good in the show is I like the cinematography. I do think the cinematography is very good. I like the Ghoul actor. I always like him in anything he does. That actor is great. I think what's the guy's name? Norm. I remember seeing him back in the day on like Nickelodeon when he was little, and at first, before watching the show, I was kind of like, oh great, this guy, he's not like, he's from Nickelodeon, like I don't know if I really want to watch this Nickelodeon actor take on like a serious role, but he's good. I think he's actually great. His he has screen presence. He emotes very well. It's surprising how good he is at drama. I think he's pretty good. And what else can I say that's good? I like the storyline of the Vault 33 and Vault 31, where it's like a mystery where you don't know if what happened to all the people in Vault 31, because Norm goes down there, he sees all the dead bodies, and then he's trying to figure out how did all these people die already. I haven't gotten all through. I might go back and watch the rest just to see that part of it, because there's still some stuff in here that kind of makes me interested in finishing it up and watching it. Hi, what's up? Country, Illinois. Hello, welcome to the channel. But yeah, it's like that part where Norm and the vault and like the mystery of what happened to all the vault dwellers in Vault 31 is very interesting. But what else? I kind of like some of the Easter eggs that they invoke in the story. Where you at? I'm in Illinois, and it's freezing cold out here. Look at this. Look at this. What is this madness? Please, for a country, please. It is 30 degrees and it's Illinois. 30 degrees in Illinois right now. Yeah, feels like it's Fallout right here. Like I'm living in Fallout. But yeah, that's pretty much all I can say about the good in the show. Now I'm about to go into the bad about Fallout Season 1. I don't like the Lucy character, and it's like I know this is gonna come across as like to some as misogynistic, like, oh, why are you always complaining about female characters? Like, but because before doing this review yesterday, I looked up the data on the gender, which gender plays Fallout more, and men play Fallout more. Like it's men who play Fallout the most. 66% of men play Fallout and 30% of women play Fallout. So it's a male dominated IP. So when the show was announced and we saw the lead, I was like, are we doing another Rey and in Star Wars kind of thing where every male IP has to be feminized and put like we have to put a strong female character in all these iconic male IPs, you know? And it's not like I don't mind having female characters, name Joshua. That's my name. I don't mind female characters, but you have to write them believable. Like for example, like they write Lucy to be this kind of naive, kind of quirky. Thank you for subscription. I really appreciate that. God bless you. They write Lucy to be this naive, terrible argument. Consider Fallout is one of the most popular shows right now. It's not that I'm arguing about its popularity. There's a lot of stuff that's popular that's not good in my opinion. Stranger Things is popular, but it's like I still don't like season 5. That because something's popular doesn't mean it's good. The thing is, I'm coming from a place that I'm a really big fan of Fallout lore, and my favorite Fallout is Fallout 3. I love Fallout, and that's why. And I'm not gonna just rag on the Lucy character. There's a lot of other problems too with the show, in my opinion. I think it's way too much comedy. He applied talcum powder to their face and hair. He applied powder to their face. I don't know what that means, but it's like the actress. I just don't think she has screen presence. I don't really buy her, and it's just a lot of scenes. She seems kind of like not afraid. It's just kind of like she feels like she's in a Nickelodeon, like show. When I think that we should have really dramatic performances, but it's not really the biggest. She's not the only one that's at fault with the dialogue, and I don't really think it's the actress. That's the problem. I think it's the writing. Most Fallout fans seem to like it, including me, laugh my ass off. Fallout is a satire. Yeah, but it's a satire. See, why is because you like something, you have to like argue? Like, okay, you like it, I understand. I'm not saying you should not like it. I'm just saying that I'm saying my opinion. This is my review. I'm not speaking for you and everybody else. Like, I just want to make this review for me and for everybody who wants to know my opinion. And I just don't like the show. I think that the show there's good stuff in it, but it's just the comedy is pulling me out. Fallout, when I played Fallout 3 and the other Fallout games, I didn't feel like it was a comedy. Yes, there was satire, and yes, there was comedic moments and elements, but for the most part, it had this tone to it, this consistent dark tone to it, this like nightmarish tone. That's why I love Fallout 3, because it was always this tone of fear and like destruction and death around every corner. It was never like this silly like la la la. It's like even even the one guy that Maximus is rescuing, like, why do we need to have that guy screaming like a girl, like ah ah? It's like, is that necessary? And it's like, and I think I get frustrated because a lot of people are cool with that kind of directing and that writing, and that they're cool with the consistent nonstop jokes. But I don't know. I just want something more epic. I just want something more real, And I think Fallout the game is just more realistic and more like, I don't know. I just think the comedy is too much for me. Lucy, the actress who plays Lucy, Fallout 4. I like Fallout 4. My brother really likes Fallout 4. I'm a Fallout 3 fan. I just love Fallout 3. It has a way more darker aesthetic, and I like the storyline in Fallout 3 more. I wish that they didn't kill your partner in Fallout 4, because I think it would have been more interesting of a game to play. Taking care of your wife and your kids. Your child, and they could have killed her off later in the game, or made it where it's an option if you fail to do something, your wife will be killed, But I'm not gonna get into the Fallout 4 game. But and I think the cast, like overall, the casting in Fallout, the show, it's just like I like the Ghoul actor. I like the actor Norm. I think the actor plays Maximus is good. When he's not given like bad dialogue, but I think that the whole cast overall, like the extras and everything, everyone just looks so random. Everyone just, and I always thought like aesthetically, should everybody be kind of fit in the vaults? In the vaults, I think everyone should be fit and like, like militant looking. Like I always imagine like everyone should look like they're an astronaut, in a space station. So it's like everyone should be physically fit, not like, like because some of the characters, like you have this one guy who's like fat, and like goofy looking, and then you have this other guy that's like kind of like like awkward and stuff, and I'm just like, why does everyone look so like, it looks like a Comic-Con event. It doesn't look like you're like, this is a military operation and you have people here that are like built for this kind of lifestyle. It feels like you just picked up a bunch of Comic-Con goers, but that's a pet peeve I had, and I know that Christopher Nolan's brother directed the first 3 episodes. I always thought that he would have more flair in his directing ability, since he is related to Christopher Nolan and all. But I just don't really feel that, like, I like the cinematography, but I just don't feel like there is this strong direction. It's kind of like, it just feels like a very, very like Marvel, but half the time, sometimes it feels very grounded, like the Vault 3 and Vault 31 story plot. It feels very grounded when we get to that, topic. But I don't know. I might go back and try to finish it, but I don't know. It's just not really for me. I still love the video games. I still love Fallout, the video game. Fallout 3. And I mean, I hear everybody saying like, it's a popular show. What are you talking about? Why you don't like it? And it's, I'm the type of person that follows the narrative. I don't follow the herd, because everybody likes something doesn't mean I have to like it. I just don't particularly like Fallout. I think that the lead actress is not really that believable. I think she's like, I don't know. I just don't really buy her in the role. I think the casting is a little random. Everybody looks kind of random. The writing is too much humor, where it's kind of pulling me out. It feels less like a apocalyptic story and more of like like at times an SNL skit. Like some of the dialogue is just cringy. Like the one guy Maximus talking about having sex, like, you want to fuck right now? It's just like, what? It's like, I don't remember any dialogue in Fallout where characters were talking to each other like that. I don't know. It's just the writing doesn't sound like Fallout dialogue. I don't know. I mean, I feel bad because I wish I could see what everybody else is seeing in the show. But for me personally, I just don't really like the show. It's just not really clicking with me. And I'm a huge, huge Fallout fan. This is not someone who's a hater. I'm a huge Fallout fan. I love Fallout. But it's just, I don't know. The show is just not really working for me right now. But I will give it a chance. I'm not going to stop. I mean, to be fair, Fallout 3 was bleak and gloomy. New Vegas was goofy, and Fallout was bright and silly too. Well, that's why, what's his name? Joe the Schmo too. Yeah, and that's the thing. That's probably why, for me, maybe I'm out of the loop because the newer Fallout games became more goofy and sillier. And my favorite Fallout is Fallout 3, the more like depressing, gloomy, dark Fallout. That's my favorite Fallout, and I think that I would have rather them approach the Fallout TV series from a grounded, dark place rather than this kind of satirical, silly, like, it's almost like I'm watching Stranger Things almost. And it's just kind of like, I'm just kind of burnt out on that writing style, on the satire, comedical kind of, goofy writing. It's just like, I'm kind of burnt out on that. I just want to see like realistic, grounded storytelling, and because something is, fantastical and sci-fi, and it doesn't mean that we have to make it a comedy. I just feel like a lot of writers, when they don't know, like when they don't feel comfortable with the IP they're working with, they lean into the comedy so that they could kind of scapegoat it as, hey, why are you taking it so seriously? I'm just joking. It's just a joke. And it's like, no, but this is the reason why I stopped liking Marvel, is because it gets too silly, and it just kind of feels like, what am I watching? It's like I got things to do in life. I don't got time to sit here and watch a bunch of random silly shit. It's like I like grounded storytelling because it really immerses me in that world. And Fallout, in my opinion, is way more interesting of a story when it's depicted in a dark format, not a goofy, silly, like, let's just, even when Lucy's walking on a bridge and there's those other wastelanders that are passing them by, and she's with Maximus. She's talking to him like, hey guys, we can work this out. Oh, okay, all right. It's like she's acting like she's in a sitcom. Like, that's thing, her performance feels like she's acting in a sitcom. This is not like she's acting like this is a life or death situation, and it's just like, and then even the way Lucy's written is like she's very naive and caring and kind of aloof, but then out of nowhere she's like an extreme badass that could, like, take out one of those helper machines and take out the wastelanders that were harvesting organs, and then even could, like, defend herself from it's just like you're 1 minute she's like Mission Impossible Tom Cruise, and the next minute she's like olive oil from Popeye. And that's the thing that kind of is jarring to me. It's like, make up your mind. Do you want her to be capable and badass, or a aloof olive oil kind of damsel, kind of, I just want everyone to get along? It's just like, you can't have two in one. You gotta have to have one or the other, and that's what it just makes the character more believable when they're consistent. Not when there's plot armor that saves them all the time. But I mean, I might finish it, because I'm a big fan of Fallout, and I know that season 2 came out, and maybe season 2 is better, So I mean, I'm gonna finish the show, But my rating so far for Fallout season 1 is, for me, is a 6 out of 10. It's above average, but it's still a lot of stuff that frustrates me in it, and I kind of wish that they could have, like, polished the writing a little bit more, but I'm gonna give it a show a chance, because I'm interested in seeing what they do in season 2. But yeah, that's about it for this review. I'm gonna do a prayer right now, if everybody wants to join me. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the glory and power forever. May you please put a wedge of protection around me, my family, my friends, my loved ones, the viewers watching the chat right now. Thank you for the blessings you're giving me in my life. Amen. Thank you all for joining me. I know I always say I'm gonna try to do these every day, but I'm working all the time, and I'm so tired. So I have other videos that I have on queue to release, like reaction videos and stuff. But yeah, that's about it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for stopping by. God bless you. Stay safe.